Okay, so normally with a title that mentions absolute mess, it would be a rant, but this is not a rant in any way, shape, or form. I'm not complaining about the game, I'm not saying the developers are bad or anything like that. I just simply want to let you guys know exactly what's going on with Remnant 2. I'm not sure when it's going to be sorted, but what happened was the game released, and then they were on top of doing bug fixes and everything like that. Then they went quiet for like a couple of weeks, then they've come back and they've got this gigantic quality of life improvement update. But yeah, the update's an absolute mess because it started off on, I'm a little bit late to this, but it started off with the PC getting an update. And they said there was an unexpected issue with getting the update out on consoles. They were hoping to get it out sometime tomorrow if all goes well. This was Thursday the 7th of September. Yeah, this was on Thursday the 7th. But then the following day, they put out another post saying, wanted to give a quick update on the latest patch. PC players, with the patch yesterday, the current build of the game has an exploit where Aphelion and Nightfall do double damage. We are working on another patch to resolve this. And then it says PS5 and Xbox players, with the exploit mentioned above, we'll need a bit more time to get out the major quality of life patch on consoles that went out yesterday on PC, and we'll be including the fix for the exploit above in the patch. We are hoping to release it early next week. Sorry again for the delay. So already PC got another update, and this was like, it's been a thing since the game came out. PC actually went 2 updates ahead of console at the start, but they did do really, really well to get the console up to date with the PC patch. And then it happened again because they got the PC one out on Thursday, said there was a problem with it for console, so they planned to release it on the Friday, but they couldn't get it done because they found the exploit with the weapons doing double damage, so they had to delay everything, and it's now Monday. I mean, there's still time at the time of me recording this, there is still time for them to get updates done today, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It's not a guarantee it could be out today, could not even be out until Friday. Like, we don't know exactly when they're going to be able to release it, but they need to release a hotfix patch for PC to get rid of the exploit, and they need to make sure everything's up and running with the console patch after they've added in the exploit fix. So it's a complete mess. PC has an extra update again, but there's a gigantic exploit in the game making weapons deal double damage. So hopefully they can get it all sorted within this week. Like, there could always be problems that pop up and make things take even longer. But what they have done in terms of the quality of life changes, there are several improvements requested, including toggle aim, toggle sprint, a new low graphics quality preset option, several bug fixes they've said, and so much more. Check out the patch notes. So I'm just going to go through the categories and I'll talk about the quality of life stuff. I'm not going to go through bug fixes because there is a plethora of the things. I will tell you the categories of them. And I mean, for the last one, miscellaneous fixes, there's probably about 25 fixes, if not even more on its own. One single category seems to have over 25 fixes. So for performance and crashes, I'll leave this linked in the description if you want to check everything out. But for an example, with the performance and crashes, they fixed an issue with Archon's Chaos Gate skill that was impacting performance. They fixed an issue where picking up an item would cause a small lag hitch for the host. Various crash fixes optimizations. They've got a detailed geometry video option, which is enabled by default. They've got the lower graphics quality preset. They've named it Potato. They've streamlined back-end connection when joining players' games. And they've said this should address several issues, including general failures to connect after connecting screen and joining games while using a character with a lot of gear and items. So hopefully it's going to be easier for people to play co-op. Then quality of life, they've got 2 categories, general and gear and items. They've added the option to enable hold sprint in gameplay settings and to enable toggle aim. They've added support for PlayStation button icons when using a controller on PC. When turning off aim assist while using a controller, it also turns off aim adhesion. Gear and items, rigs can now downgrade weapons, refunding 75% of the materials used in upgrades and 50% of the scrap, and Dwell can do the same thing with mutators. They've added a consumable duration to advanced stats page on the character menu. So there's a few quality of life changes, there's performance and crashes, then there are a bunch of bug fixes, and I think every single category has a minimum of 10 fixes. So they have got progression and rewards. I'll read out the top one to give you an example of some of the things they've done. So they fixed an issue where the achievement maxed out wasn't properly rewarded after acquiring the required number of trait points. That's under progression and rewards. Archetypes for the summoner. They fixed an issue where summoners' minions were not receiving shared damage from the blood bond trait. Then you've got a few things for the engineer, the archon, gunslinger, handler. For weapons and mods, different category, they fixed an issue where heavy weapon ammo was lost after a player leaves the game while holding the heavy weapon. Trinkets, they fixed an issue where focusing shard had no effect when crouching. Items and consumables, they fixed an issue where Mudtooth wouldn't sell discovered concoctions if the player had 0 in their inventory. Enemies, they fixed an issue where the camera would flip on female players when drowned enemy grabbed them. UI, they fixed an issue where the text for slow was not the correct color in binding on the binding orb. And miscellaneous, they fixed an issue where the flashlight could disappear. But that's literally one fix from every category. So you've got progression and rewards, archetypes, weapons mods, trinkets, items and consumables, enemies and UI, along with miscellaneous. But as I said, there are multiple fixes in each and every category. So it's a big quality of life update, but they've somehow managed to mess up the Aphelion and the Nightfall, and they now deal double damage. So PC players are getting to take advantage of that. Console players will never know it's there unless they've been told or read about it, because it will be fixed by the time the update gets released on console. So yeah, I thought I'd keep you up to date with the news on Remnant 2. And on that note, we are going to leave the video there. If you enjoyed it, leaving a like is appreciated. If you wish to support me further as a creator, there are links in the description. Let me know your thoughts about the video in the comments. And if you want to watch more, you can click the video on screen. All support on the channel is greatly appreciated, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.